This is a review of solving inequalities. As a first refresher, solving inequalities is the same thing as solving equations, except if we multiply or divide by a negative, we have to change the sign of the inequality. So in general, it's best to avoid negative coefficients, which is why subtracting by 1/2 x on both sides will give us 3/2 x minus 6. From there, we can add 6 on both sides, and we'll have 9 is less than 3/2 x. If we divide both sides by 3/2, which is the same as multiplying by 2/3, we'll end up with x. 6 is less than x. We'll need to rearrange that with x on the left side to match up with any of the answer choices. So we can see that x is greater than 6. For number 2, we'll start by subtracting 1 on both sides. And then from there, dividing by -3. Anytime we divide by a negative, we need to change the sign of our inequality from less than to greater than, or vice versa. So here, x is greater than or equal to -5 1/3, or -5.3. The negative odd integers greater than -5 1/3, well, that would be -5, -3, and -1. Any numbers bigger than that would not be negative, and any numbers less than that would not be part of the inequality. So those are the 3 answers to number 2. For number 3, we'll note at the beginning that all of our terms in the inequality have fractions. So one way we can simplify this is by multiplying everything by a common denominator. Multiplying by 15 on each term. 15 divided by 5 is 3, and times 3 gives us 9x. 15 times 1/3 is 5. 15 times 4/5 x gives us 12x. And 15 times 1/3 gives us, again, -5. From there, we can solve this inequality. Resulting in -10/3 is less than x, or x is greater than 10/3. For number 4, we can start by subtracting to get our variables on one side of the equation. Resulting in -2 is greater than 5/9 x. If we multiply by 9/5, or we could say divide by 5/9, end up with x -18/5 is greater than or equal to x, or x is less than or equal to -18/5. And last but not least, for number 5, we're asked to solve for x. So as always, we can start by distributing. So bx minus 5b is greater than ax plus 8b. We'll want to move our x's to the same side of the equation. So we'll do minus bx here. From there, we'll want to move other terms away. And now we'll note that we have ax minus bx, which we can't subtract, but we can factor. X is a greatest common factor. And after we take out a minus b, we can divide that on both sides of the equation. So negative 3b over a minus b greater than x, or x is less than or equal to negative 3b divided by a minus b. Hopefully that was a helpful review of solving inequalities.